What's going on, guys? We're here to watch another thing. And what's the other thing, the next thing that we're gonna watch? Well, it's called Unrecord. It's a video game that's, well, okay, what's the level of realism that we're dealing with here? It's a video game that has like a really super high def level of reality to it. It's so real that it looks too real, if that's a thing we can say. So it's used with the, I guess they said it's the Unreal Engine or something like that. And this is like really official early gameplay. It's been making the rounds over the last few days. People have been talking about this and watching it. They're saying it's really crazy. It's so real that it's almost off-putting. And I'm like, I don't know if that's a good description. I mean, you want to sell this thing, right? And probably it's so real that it's too real. It's realer than reality, man. Oh, my brain. How could you be realer than reality? Well, I think they figured it out. So, if you want to check out our Twitter or our Twitch, we have the links in the description below, so it's all down there. Check it out. Otherwise, subscribe here. That would really help out you guys, or whatever we're supposed to say at this part. Okay, let's get to it. Super hyper def, realistic video game play footage. Unrecord official early gameplay trip. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and okay, here we are. This already looks like they just took some footage. Okay, from somebody's home video. All right, we're gonna hit play now. I don't know what to expect other than just a first-person video game, so we'll see how this goes. I'm gonna hit play now in 3, 2, fun. Okay, this is real. This is just like this. This is just body cam footage. This is a game? What is... This is reality. This isn't a game. Whoa! This is like Hardcore Henry. Oh!
Shots fired! Shots fired!
This isn't real? This is real. Oh, he just killed that man. But did he? Okay, it looks... Wait, there's parts of it that almost kind of look like a video game. Hold on. Hold on. There's certain moments where I'm like, it looks like a video game. It's... Oh, they blur the faces. It makes it feel even realer. Oh, it's like an episode of Cops from back in the day. Like, oh, dude. Even kicking the door open, he had to like kick it twice to get it open. This is reality. This is reality. I'm short circuiting. I didn't think this would happen. I thought it would be like, oh, whatever, dude. No, this is that real. That it's weird. Was that a drone? Oh my god. Okay, some of the lighting here looks... Okay, hold on. This part, a little video gamey in that moment. That was a little video gamey in that moment, only because of the bright lighting. But when they get into the darker areas, dude, this is messed up. Even the way they're falling down and even the way they're moving, it looks like body cam footage. Oh, dude. This is reality. This is real life. This is not a game, people. The Matrix is real, and it's coming to life. The Matrix is happening, and there's nothing you can do about it. Oh, wait, don't shoot him. Please don't shoot this guy. Okay, this seems a little video gamey. When we get closer... Okay, here we go. Unrecord. Dude. Okay, so when we get to the, like, okay, so there were only two parts where it seemed like we were dealing with a video game. There was when it was really bright lighting, and all the lighting was coming in on the guy. And you could see sort of I call it the seams of the reality that's breaking, like, of the Unreal Engine, when it's that bright lighting. But in the darker areas, more shaded areas, oh my god, that was basically photorealistic. This is like almost it's almost uncanny valley, and I don't know if you're familiar with that term. I think it comes from, like, a sci-fi short story, I'm not sure. These replicants sort of celebrities, and you can go visit them and hang out with them, but they were so real, it was uncanny how real they were. So it's like a short story or some sort of sci-fi thing from back in the day, and the term uncanny valley is coming into play hardcore right now. This is so real, almost photorealistic. Like, if you could imagine the movie The Matrix and going inside of it, it's like that. It's almost creepy how real it looked. And I remember when I would play video games back in the day as a kid, and the older consoles would come out and they were new. I remember being like, this looks kind of real. It's kind of scary how real it kind of looks. And this, I'm feeling the same level of like, dude, how is this not like almost exactly real? You know what I mean? Like I'm not saying it is. I'm just like, it's crazy what they're legitimately able to do these days. I'm pretty blown away by it, to be honest. I didn't know what to expect. I thought, oh, it'll look kind of cool. I'm sure it'll look a little real. Dude, this looks like real. Like, I'm kind of like, I'm almost scared at how real it looks. Because I'm like, well, then what's this reality, man? Then is this real? Am I real? And then like I start like turning into Matrix code, right? Everything starts. I guess if this was going to be in VR, oh my God, if if Unrecord is in VR, which I'm assuming it will be, good God Almighty, watching this feels like you're watching something that, like if it was in VR, it would be horrifying. Kind of like how like horror games in VR are absolutely horrifying. This, even though it's supposed to be a fun action thing, seems like a real life action thing is pretty horrifying when you think about it, right? Like to be in there and feeling like, oh, there's things going by me, or there's things whizzing by me, or there's actual tangible things happening. That's very scary to think about, to be in a, like a combat scenario. So when you put a VR thing on and it seems real, my God. So that's a whole thing. So there's only 2 moments where I felt like the reality broke for me, where it was the sunlight coming in on the guy when it was really bright, and I could see like the unreal seams. The second time was when he got close at the very end of that guy who had his hands up. Then it felt like a video. It felt like, oh, this is kind of more video gamey, because I could see the CGI a little bit more, if that makes sense. Those were the only 2 moments I felt like, oh, the reality broke and it felt like a game. Otherwise, it was all there for me. It was very odd, and it's awesome, and I actually want to play the hell out of it, and I can't wait. Hopefully it's on PC. If not, what the hell? Anyway, let's wrap this up. Tight little bow on this thing. If we're going to put this on a scale of 1 to 5 things. On the level of reality and realism, obviously, damn, that's the first thing. Damn, right there. Second thing, how visceral it is, how intense it is. To seem like body cam footage, like what a unique concept to go with that level of realism, because that's basically first person shooter right there. And then the other aspect is to do like almost like a police procedural, how they go into like these sort of corridors and stuff. That is a very visceral, intense thing to put people through as well, because my God, the level of danger that's there. So without further ado, let's put this on a scale, right? Let's rate this thing out of 5 things. Well, I'm gonna rate it out of Hardcore Henry's, because this reminds me a lot of the movie Hardcore Henry. That was real footage made, but they filmed it with, right? So that's real footage to look like a video game almost. This is a video game that's made to look like real footage. So it's like, so out of 5 Hardcore Henrys, this gets like a 4 for me. This is 4. Like the realism is what really is pulling me in. They have a good story with it. Even better, right? But at this point, we want to explore the reality of this world that they've created, and we want to see like how much fun it is and what you can do in it. Story be damned, it's going to be an interesting concept regardless, but if they have a good story too, even better. So what would bump it up for me would be more of a story official trailer or whatever, if that makes sense. But otherwise, this is already a 4 out of 5 just based on graphics, gameplay, and concept alone. It's so real looking that it needed this kind of like breakdown. Yeah, I guess whenever Unrecord is coming out, go check it out. God. So that's it. It's 4 out of 5 Hardcore Henrys. This is so hardcore. Henry, you can't even handle it. Man, hardcore. I'm trying to connect the dots here. Anyway, thanks for being here if you were. If you weren't, this is irrelevant. You can't hear me. We'll check you out on the flippy floppy. Later, Slater. I'm not buying time for resources and music.